feeling restricted. How this place...
I can't even start explaining what the season means to me. Anticipation, nostalgia, change, unbelievable colors everywhere. The season of my birthday somehow never felt heavy to me, the way it does for some people. We always try to finish all the garden work before the first snow, but somehow we're always a bit late. From this angle, the house looks like a postcard. But living in that postcard comes with chores that never end. There's something comforting in these simple garden routines. It's like I become a part of autumn myself. I like watching how this place changes little by little, how the leaves fall, how the air gets colder, how the light becomes softer. It reminds me that nothing stays still, and maybe that's the beautiful part. This day was warm, soft, full of that golden autumn light. Gerd picked up the scattered tools around the garden, all forgotten pieces of summer that wait for us to organize them. Inside the garden shed, everything is real, messy, chaotic, no Pinterest aesthetics, just life. It always feels a bit sad pulling out the last plants, but the garden needs to rest too. Autumn moves so quietly here. One day everything is green, and the next... But then came the sun loungers, the official sign that summer is really over. They feel like closing a small chapter. He fixed one of the screws because, of course, something was loose. There's always something loose. Living in the countryside teaches you that perfection doesn't exist. You're never fully ready. You just follow the rhythm and hope you can keep up. You roll out the hose. and clean the iron fireball we use on summer nights. All these objects have stories attached to them. You touch them and remember moments you forgot. At the compost again, the ashes mixed with leaves. Everything becomes something useful eventually. One of the chickens had escaped the fence again. I don't even ask how they managed to escape anymore. And that was the moment we stopped for the day to go to the lake, not knowing that the first snow would arrive just a couple of days later. This is one of our lakes. It's in the biggest city of our state, the capital Klagenfurt, and the lake is called Wörthersee. Here in southern Austria, autumn still has so much sun. But as someone who loves every shift in the weather, I need the changes. Rain, clouds, storms, snow, fog, bright days. I love all of them. The way the sky keeps repainting everything feels unreal sometimes. Wörthersee is famous for its stunning turquoise blue water, which is partly caused by the calcium dissolved in it. The color is really impressive, and so is its temperature. Reaching up to around 29 degrees in August in some spots, it's considered one of Europe's warmest alpine lakes. On that day, everything felt so warm and cozy, almost unreal for November. It felt like the season gave us one last Sunday to enjoy the sun before the cold and the snow arrived. It's hard to believe this was just a week ago.
We are in Klagenfurt. This is the capital of our state, Carinthia, and it is located on Lake Wörthersee. What do you have to say about this lake? Why is it famous actually?
Well, this is historically because it was quite expensive, so only the high society could come here, and it has a casino around the lake. Maybe that's why.
But generally it is expensive around all lakes to have residents, I think.
This is for all the lakes. We have around 1,000 lakes here in this region, which is very much. But this one is the biggest and the most well known. The problem here is that everything is private, so the access to the lake is very little.
Very restricted.
Very restricted,
Very
yes.
limited, yes.
So here we are, for example, at a beach that is owned by the city. So that's why people can come here and relax. But most of the lake is private.
Is there a ticket for this beach?
Of course.
This is the good thing with our lake in Wörthersee, where we live. It's about 30 minutes away from here. The area has no ticket. The beach there is free. You don't have to pay. You just pay for the parking. And I hope they keep it like this, because I think it's very important to have free access to the lake.
This is the most important thing ever, because people like to enjoy themselves around the lake, have a good time, to get away from the job, take a bath.
It is an asset, and you have to have free access to it.
Of course, and I'm very, very against this policy that you have only a few places where you can go, and these places normally are very, very crowded.
We can't wait to show you how these places are in summer. There is so much difference. You will see this.
Yes, of course. Here you can imagine that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people every day are here to relax and enjoy them. But now in winter it's very silent, just for a coffee
It's
around
quiet.
the lake. It's quiet.
For jogging, for walking around.
Activities.
Coming from Greece, the sea has always been a big part of my life, and somehow this place gives me that same feeling, something I never expected. For that, I'm truly grateful.